judges are looking for, you know, that certain star quality that people have, and actually until you see it visually on the stage, it could be anything. You know, if you're talking about last season's winner, Melanie, I could have turned around and gone, oh, they're looking for a blonde, or they're looking for a guy, or it's kind of indefinable what they're actually looking for. But when you see somebody who has it, whatever it is, that star quality, that's what they're looking for. And I have to say, right from the word go last year, when auditions were first starting here in Atlanta, and this is at the stage where we don't know anybody's names yet, and we always kind of get nicknames for the dancers, because obviously we don't know their names, and so everybody was walking around going, oh my goodness, have you seen the Amelie girl? Because we all thought she looked a little bit like Amelie, which is incredibly, that's a really big compliment. But we're like, oh my goodness, have you seen the Amelie girl? So she stood out right from the word go. So it's the standout, it's to of course have talent, and it's to work hard, you know, you've got to have all three. I think it'll actually really heighten the level of excitement, because now of course what's going to happen is from the beginning of the show you know who's in danger, so it's going to add a whole other layer of jeopardy to it, which I think will be really interesting for the audience at home to watch. Very, very exciting, and it also ups the ante for the dancers as well. But I mean, just from last season we had a hugely successful season with Lady Gaga on the show, and Jessie Tyler Ferguson, and Katie Holmes, and it's like we want to carry on building on that level of excitement, and that's what we hope to do, is surprise, delight, and entertain audiences. It's got to keep evolving all the time, because if you're just going to turn out the same thing, it's going to lose its momentum. I screamed really loudly. It was the most bizarre thing, because you get called at like 5:30 in the morning, and it was completely bonkers. But I have to say, so I call my mom, because obviously England is 8 hours behind, in front of LA. Yeah. So I could call her at 5 o'clock in the morning. I was like, Mum, you're never going to believe it, I've been nominated for an Emmy, I can't believe it. And she's like, well, that won't do you any harm. That was the level of excitement I got from my family. She was like, well, that won't do you any harm. I'm like, brilliant! Okay, I'm going now to open champagne. Yes. So British. It's so like, oh yeah, great. Yeah. Nice. I recently went back actually for Christmas, which was lovely, and I think I'll probably go back again in February at some time, because I've got some work to do over there. But I didn't get back as much as I'd like to, but I had a lovely Christmas. It was like with all the family and all my friends, and then we had an amazing New Year. There's a hotel there called the Savoy, and they do this thing since the 1930s called stomping at the Savoy, and they have like an orchestra, and you wear black tie and dance and drink champagne. Yeah, absolutely. I'm currently also exec producing shows as well. So I did a pilot for the Style channel. I did the first piece of program for the BBC America, and also ambassador for Planet 10. And then I've got another show that I'm developing as well. So yeah, it's a real mixture. So what I'm trying to do is do more producing stuff as well. So I don't necessarily have to be in front of the camera all the time. Well, then you don't have to spend an hour awake. Do you know what I mean? You can go to work in your pajamas. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, absolutely. You know, it's always one of those things where actually everybody who works on the show is very much, our door is always open, and that's everybody from Nigel to the producers to all the choreographers. We're very much, you know, we're very aware that you're putting people into this extraordinary situation, and you've got to give them the tools to be able to deal with what you're putting them into. You know, it's like a hot house. And I mean, we want to also feel like the show is a springboard for them, so if they have any questions about business, contracts, new idea, whatever it is, we always want them to feel like they can come back. And I always have my 4th of July barbecue as well, which is getting bigger and bigger by the year. It started off because it was like, you know, I started on season 2, and there would just be like a small collection of people there, and I'd be eating hamburgers. And now we're going into season 9, and suddenly like my house is full. It's out of control. And it's a bit like going to AA or something like that, because they're literally like, hello, I'm Melanie from season 8, and they go, oh hi, I'm Joshua from season 5. It's like all that kind of stuff. So but it's really cute. So yeah, they all come over. love to do some hip hop because I think hip hop you can always bust out. Do you know what I mean? I have these delicious visions of myself in a circle with everybody around the side clapping, because I'm rubbish at it. It's literally the most I can do to get from the back of the stage to the front without falling